Oh shit. What up, everybody? What up? What up? It's GRAMO GOOSE. Get rich and move on shit. If you're new to my channel, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe button, turn on notifications so you know when I post new content. I've been so fucking busy, y'all. That's why I haven't been able to get y'all nothing new. But I've been sharpening my mind and my skills like I always do. But stick around to the end of this video, you'll learn something. I want to tell y'all about one of my favorite books today. It's called The 48 Laws of Power. One of by Robert Greene, one of many books I read in my life that kind of got me in the mentality where I'm at and to do the things that I want to do. So again, man, if I'm gonna give y'all my top 5 laws of the 48 laws of power. It's 48 of them. They all, each and every one has very good meaning and different perspective on how you can apply it to your life. I'm gonna pick the 5 that I like and I'm gonna break them down. The ones I used to live my life by. So that's it. GRAMO GOOSE podcast starting right now. I don't know if I got it. I just wrote this shit today. But yeah, Grandma, let's get it. Get rich and move on. Yo. When did we start raising demons and assassins? The guns is all around, these young niggas is blasting. Life is on the set, and they ready for the action. On the road of life, and they speeding with no traction. It's me, I'm back, right? So, boom, we gonna start off right off the way, right off the rip, with my number one favorite law in the 48 Laws of Power. And it's actually the first one in the 48 Laws of Power. It's the first one, which is called it's never outshine the master, right? And basically what it's saying is that you always make those above you feel comfortably superior. So like you make them feel like the boss. You make them feel like they are the one in the position above you. You give them that feeling, that good feeling. Because the better you make the master appear, the greater the level of power that you can attain. Those above you want to feel secure and superior in their positions. This may involve making a few harmless mistakes so that you can ask your master for help. If, however, you're more naturally charming than your master, it would be best to avoid working with them entirely. What that means is people, not everybody's excited that somebody is a boss, right? And but the boss is the one who runs the situation. He's the one who provide the jobs, provide the situations for people to be able to shine and prosper. So you don't never want to outshine the master and make him feel ill superior to you because then it's gonna be detrimental to whatever it is that you're trying to do to advance in that situation, bro. If somebody above you, make them feel like that. Make them feel like that. It don't take away from who you are and what you're doing. It actually gives you more staying power. Because that person, since you made them feel that way, they look at you like, you know what, I got him. I'm gonna make sure he good no matter what. Because this person boosts my ego. This person boosts my confidence. This person makes me feel like the number one person in the world. So that's very important to me. That's my favorite law of power is never outshine the master. And it's actually number one, right? Um, my next favorite one is law number 4, which is always say less than necessary. And I think actually always say less than necessary. I got it? Wow, I don't have to explain that. That's is exactly what I just didn't do. I didn't say nothing more. I don't have to explain anything. That's my second favorite law. Always say less than necessary. Law number 4. Okay. My next favorite law in the 48 laws of power is law number 9. Is win through your actions and never through argument, right? So what that means is basically this, right? Any triumph, any victory, anything that you get in an argument, any gain that you get in an argument is short lived. It's not something that's gonna be around forever. Something you're gonna be able to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? It's short lived because resentment will fester in your opponents. Resentment will be in your oppositions. Your ops going to resent you instead of genuine change of an opinion. Instead, you gotta let your actions speak way louder than your words. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people agree with you through your actions instead of your words, you're more likely to sway lasting opinions. So let's just say hypothetically, and this is because I like to gear my content towards the youth, the people that's right underneath me and in my age bracket, so that they don't make the mistakes that I made or that people that I know made, right? You went through your actions and not your words, and people are more likely to have a lasting good opinion about you. And words are a dime a dozen. People say anything to prove anything. Actions is where you demonstrate your beliefs. Actions is where you demonstrate what you believe, what you stand on. We attribute it to stoicism a little bit, but that's just really basically being able to stand on your square, bro, and not be knocked off, and prove it by your actions, by the things that you do every single day, not by what you say. And people will respect it a lot more. You think people respected um uh OG gangster that's running the whole set if he didn't put in the work? No, they won't respect him. He put in the work, the actions. He didn't just go out there and say I'm a big OG. No, he put in the work. So now he got the respect. And that's just a very, very surface level example for my demographic so that they can understand where I'm coming from. Okay. But that was the third one that I like, which was law number 9, which is went through your actions and not through arguments, right? Um, Number 4, right, is law number 13, right? When asking for help, appeal to others' self-interest, right? And never to their mercy or to their gratitude. What does that mean? Okay. If you gotta ask somebody for help, make sure that your request includes a benefit for the person that you asking for help that you can actually exaggerate beyond proportion. Because when the person that you align yourself with see that there's something in it for them too, they're more likely to respond with enthusiasm. So, for example, if I say to somebody, "Yo, bro, could you help me clean out this shed?" Right? But the lady gonna pay me $100 to clean out the shed, but I can't do it by myself. But if you help me clean out the shed, you can make $50 because we could split the $100, right? And I could put you on to this lady as her being a potential person that you could clean her shed out all the time. That's me asking for help, me getting exactly what I need done, me making something out of the deal, and appealing to the person that I'm asking for help, where they're enthusiastic about doing the situation and being able to get something out of it too. Once you master the art of working out what others want and using it to further your own plans, there will be no limits to what you really can accomplish, bro. And I'm not saying this in a maniacal way or in a sinister way or in an evil way, but this, if you gotta understand these things to know exactly how the world works, you have to. You have to know these things and understand how the world works, right? Um, I might give y'all 2 more. I know I said 5, but I might give y'all 6, right? Because I love all of this. All of these laws of power have a meaning in itself, but it's ones that I pick out that I love more than others, man. Um, the next one is law number 18, which is something that I had to learn because I did this before and it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't. When I went back outside, I didn't know what the hell was going on. So law number 18 is do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. That's law number 18, right? If you decide to isolate yourself from your enemies or the world at large, you cut yourself off from valuable information that makes you vulnerable to an attack or to something happening to you from pretty much any angle because you don't know where it's coming from. It's always better. It's always better to mingle amongst the people. I had to learn this, bro. If anybody would tell y'all, I don't really do the astrology thing and all of that, but I'm a Taurus and I am completely antisocial and completely uh, uh um person that want to be in the crib all the time, bro. I'm not an outside person. I'm not very social, bro. I don't like to be in crowds of people. I'm the definition of a socially awkward introvert. Facts. I mingle with people because I know that isolation is dangerous, bro. It's always better to mingle amongst the people Because think about it, right? Think about this. Let's be smart now. I'm about to give y'all a free game. I love this book. This is why we need to read. But here go free game, right? If you in a crowd of people, you better protect you're better protected in a crowd of people, because human beings are social creatures. So power comes with social interaction, bro. And again, not maniacal power. And power is competence. Hold on. I'm about to start switching the word power for competence, because I don't think y'all understand what real power is. Power is competence, bro. It's not physically being able to manipulate and control the situation. No, it's not that, bro. It is competence. It's your ability to process, understand, and adapt, and use the information and what's available to you accordingly. Isolation is dangerous. When you outside and I'm not saying you gotta be with the bad crowd or with the gangsters or with the thugs or whoever. I ain't saying that. I'm saying that don't be, if you see a crowd of people, don't run away from them. Walk around them, but be close enough to hear what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you fucking outside, you on your block and you know everybody on the block, man, speak to them. Say hi, how you doing today? How you feeling? If something's wrong, what's going on. You ask questions. Keep your ears to the streets, as we call it. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, to become more competent, not powerful, I'm not using that word. To become more competent, you got to place yourself at the center of things, at the middle of things. Not saying you be the reason that bad things happen or you rile up things. I'm saying to be a part of it. Know what's going on, interact. And this was very hard for me. This is probably the law that bothered me the most, because it was the hardest thing for me to do, which is to be socially interactive. But human beings are social creatures. So the more social you are, the more competent you become with dealing with human beings, but with dealing with other people. The activity should revolve around you. When I go outside, bro, it's not like that. I'm not saying that everybody don't got what they doing or doing what they doing, but when I go outside, the peoples come see me. My family pull up to come check me. We drinking on my block. We doing my podcast. We trying to grow and expand my ideas and my business. I'm not saying that these people don't have those things going on for themselves too. Absolutely that they do, but I make it so that the things help me, so that I can in turn be the person that I want to be, competent enough to help everybody else. Resist the urge to retreat when things feel uncertain, right? Instead of turning inward, focused on old allies and seeking new social circles. So what I'm saying is, cut off dead weight, cut off old friends who ain't them no more, who ain't serving a purpose in your situation. Cut them all off, man, and put yourself amongst new people and new social circles. I've been doing it. I'm fucking with new heads. I'm fucking with new people, and they love grandma. I'm an asset to any situation that I make myself a part of. This book changed my life, y'all. This is why I'm so able to be well versed in all of these laws and break them down. These are not actual laws. It's a mentality thing with this book, bro. But like I said, Lord number, and I know I spent a lot of time on that one, but that one is one of my favorites. Man, you can't build a fortress to protect yourself. Because isolation is dangerous. You got to be amongst the people to know what's going on, bro. That's a fact, man. Um, Number 19, right after 18, is know who you're dealing with and don't offend the wrong person. Choose your opponents wisely. There are some people that once defeated, they will spend the rest of their life seeking revenge. Consequently, it pays to not offend the wrong person. The skill of correctly measuring people is the most important with regard to getting and maintaining competence. Be sure to know everything about a person before you work with them, before you do anything with them. But that ties into the last law of being social. Because if you outside and you amongst the crowd and amongst the people and being social, you're gonna know who does what and what's going on. You're gonna know. You're gonna see it. You're gonna hear it. Like, that's what's going on. So that law is very important too. And then my last favorite law, man, that I'm gonna get to right now, and then I want y'all to go read this book. But the last law that I love, it's more. Again, it's more that I love. Maybe I'll make a part 2 to this and break down some more of this. That, depending on how y'all feel about this one, I'll make a part 2 and break down some more of this, right? More laws. But number 24, law number 24, which is probably my second favorite law of them all. is play the perfect courtier. What is a courtier? What is a courtier? My bad, guys. I'm lighting my spliff. The courtier wields power through discrete avenues by flattery and yielding to the superiors and only enforcing their power through charm and grace. They gradually accumulate an ever-increasing amount of competence. There are several steps that one can take to become the perfect courtier, and they involve the following. Listen very closely, y'all, and I'm reading verbatim from the excerpt, right? Practicing nonchalance. Y'all listening? Practicing nonchalance, bro. That means you don't let shit affect you, bro. Your face can't show that what this person just said got you upset or tight or made you have to be on defense or whatever the case. Your face can never show it. Practicing nonchalance. Being frugal with flattery. Catching my drift? Frugal means cheap almost, or being like not giving away a lot, being very, very much protective and to yourself and keeping it to yourself, not giving away a lot of it. So don't give away a lot of flattery. Just enough. You give them just enough to make it make sense, right? Adapting your style and your language according to your audience, bro. If I'm sitting down with the guys, I can talk gang shit with them all day and chop it up and do whatever we do and build and blah, 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 and parlay and whatever. If I'm sitting down with the other people and I have to be proper and educated and very much articulate and I have to voice my opinion and use my vocabulary and all of those kind of things, I can do that too. If I had to dress to go to a club and be one of the flyest niggas in there, I could do that. If I had to go sit down at a business meeting with a 3-piece suit on and some shoes and clean up, I could do that too. Adapting your style and your language according to the audience. Mind you, this is all number 24, playing the perfect courtier. This is Grandma. If you know me, this is me in a nutshell. Listen, hold on. Avoid being the bearer of bad news. You don't want to be the one that always show up with bad news to people like, yo, damn, this fucked up shit happened. Oh, so you got to avoid being the bearer of bad news, right? Never criticize your superiors. Never. It's even if you in your mind you know you more competent, you more understanding, you can do better job. You ain't in that position, and they power, competence, financial resources could get you out of there immediately because they're already in the position that you're trying to get into. So you don't criticize people. You don't criticize your superiors at all. You don't do that. You got to be self-observing. Meaning you have to be able to look inside yourself and know that some shit you're doing is wrong. Some things you're doing might be messed up. Or when you did something right. And doubling down on doing those kind of things to make better outcomes for your situation. You gotta be self-observant, look at yourself and don't lie to yourself. Being self-observant is not lying to yourself, it's telling yourself the truth every time. Okay. You also have to master your emotions. You have to master your emotions. You cannot be a person who is easily triggered by things that's going on around you. Because then you can't be the perfect courtier if somebody can get you by tapping into pushing a button and getting into your emotions a certain kind of way. And last but not least is being a source of pleasure. So meaning that when the people come around you, they're happy. They're happy. You're not, damn, this nigga Grandma around. No, they excited. Oh my God, my bro around. Yeah, it's lit. We about to drink. We about to smoke. We about to have a good time. We might go out. We might make a rap song. We might go to the studio. We might shoot a podcast. We might shoot a video. He might give us some juice, some information. He might give us some financial information. We might learn about some new stocks or crypto he invested in. That's what you get when you sit down with grandma. So you got to be a source of pleasure, man. You have to be. Again, like I said, it's so many laws. It's so many laws, man. But I can sit here all day and get into more and more and more of them. Like number 27, create a cult-like following, and by playing on people's needs to believe, bro. Like it's so many different things, bro. And you see it happen online every day. These people, millions and millions of subscribers and followers and all of that. It's literally because people want something to believe in. So you could invent yourself into an entity that people will follow. It's untold amounts of competence, bro. That's gonna come with that situation. So you keep your words vague, simple, but full of hope and promise and to the point. You emphasize enthusiasm rather than intellectual and irrational. Nobody cares about rational thinking like that, bro. So you make it enthusiastic, but keep it real. You structure your groups in accordance to the forms of organized companies and relationships. So, and what I'm saying is like a hierarchy to some extent. But I'm gonna break that down in another video, right? Disguise your sources of income, bro. Disguise them. And create an us versus them dynamic, which it kind of really is anyway. You know what I'm saying? I get the whole entire gist of it. Most of these people, YouTube whole existence is because of this one specific law. They didn't even necessarily probably believe half of the shit that they're saying, but they applied this law because it works. This fucking book is powerful for people who want to be competent. Please, I suggest that everybody read this book, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And if you don't want to read the book, go on Google, search the 48 Laws of Power list, and get the list with the little small excerpts breaking down each one, so you don't have to get into chapter after chapter after chapter. But oh my God, I just gave y'all about 7 of them, and then this one video is going to change somebody's life. I know it is, because this book changed my whole life. Into action with boldness, number 28. Like, come on. Number 32, playing the people's fantasies. We talk about number 35, master the art of timing. We talking about, man. Number 39, stir up the waters to catch fish. Number 40, despise free lunch. Never trust anything that comes for free. Anything of worth is worth paying for. Most things that come for free with the burdensome psychological price tag. There's nothing that's going to come for free that's not going to burden you psychologically, bro, at some point, bro. I wasn't supposed to even keep going. You know what? I'm off this. It's GRAMO Goose. This was the GRAMO Goose podcast. I'm not giving y'all no more. This is too powerful. Go read the book. I know I'm not the first person to make a video about the 48 Laws of Power. I guarantee I won't be the last person. This is not going to be my last video about it. Oh my God, y'all bugging, bro. This book is fucking crazily powerful. It's amazing, bro. It's amazing, bro. Anything that comes for free comes with a price. And anything that's worth it comes with a price. You should pay it. Like, yo, it's levels to this shit, man. It's GRAMO Goose. It's the GRAMO Goose podcast. This was the 48 Laws of Power breakdown. I got more coming for y'all real soon. Just stay real tuned. We gonna do our thing, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. You new to my channel, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe button, turn on notifications, everything, because y'all missing it. Y'all missing dope content. That really is. It's GRAMO Goose. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I got it. I just wrote this shit today, but yeah, GRAMO. Let's get it. Rich and move on. Yo. When did we start raising demons and assassins? The guns is all around. These young niggas is blasting. Life is on the